Alright, I've gone ahead and I've resoldered that wire back onto the top of the coil, so we're going to want to go in and get some measurements there. I also removed the tuning capacitor, which is here, so I can get that cleaned up, and I ordered the rubber bushings that go on the bottom to mount it to the chassis. The old ones are dry and cracked and really not doing anything at all. And now that that wire's back on, we're going to want to just kind of go in there and take a measurement and see how that works. I also got some tuner cleaner, and I cleaned up the tone control switch, and the waveband switch is now turning freely. So back to this guy, this coil here, there's a 10K ohm resistor across where I want to measure, so I went ahead and I unsoldered that out of the circuit so that we're not reading that resistor. And surely enough, when I turn the waveband switch and I bring that coil into play, I'm getting 11.5 ohms. It's supposed to be 11, so that's perfect. And I also went and I read these other two coils here. I'm getting well within the range, 34 and 47 here. But on this one, I'm getting 34 and 45. Schematic calls for 85. So I did a little investigating on the internet, and I'm finding that other people that are working on these radios are also reading in the 40s here. So very well may be a schematic error here, seems to be the general consensus. So I'm just going to leave that alone for the time being. The resistors and the capacitors that I ordered have come in. So I think next in line is going to be starting to go in and replace the capacitors and resistors in the radio. I'll probably start with either the AC line filters or the large electrolytics that were on here. And what we're going to do with that is disassemble these canisters and install these two guys right here. We're going to install those in these cans and put the cans back in the radio and wire them into place. I think that's the next thing that we're going to do.